What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today, this time on the TV PC, and we're gonna finish up S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 Heart of Chornobyl. Now, I'm curious how it'll do on this one. Will it be smooth because of the NVIDIA GPU, or was it the AMD CPUs that were causing those little stutters in this game? I guess we'll have to just wait and see, but not long, because we're gonna hop into the game right now. Now, let's try this TV PC out. We're just gonna copy the main PC and try 4K maxed out, no upscaling. And if I remember correctly, this one did not do quite as well as the main PC. Definitely a lot more stutters and not as much FPSs. Usually it's like an FPS or two off, like 4 or 5, but I think this time it was like almost 10. And had more stutters. But this game I think has built-in ray tracing, so I don't think that older chip likes it very much. Here we go. And as you can see, it definitely has like more frame time skips. They're not like the end of the world kind of things, but definitely not as smooth as the Intel in this particular game. And that's alright. Like I said, they trade blows. Some games run better on the main PC, some run better on the secondary, some run better on the TV. That's why I'm glad I have all three. And heck, sometimes games run the best on the little small form factor PC I build, even though it does not have the strongest GPU. It's kind of funny. I was playing a Mass Effect game, and yeah, it was like butter smooth on it, and then it had like little stutters on pretty much everything else. And I was like, I wonder what the hell is different about that. Maybe it just likes the super crazy high single core of that 9700X. I don't know. Although I don't think its single core score is that high off, or much different than my 13900KF. Anyway, let's go try to kick on a little DLSS, shall we? Alright, so now we're going to turn on a little DLSS. Just see how that does. I think it still has like a little bit of like stutters and stuff, but I feel like it got a tiny bit smoother. But maybe that was all just placebo. But here we go. Other than that, still epic settings, but DLSS quality, and we will try DLSS frame gen and the FSR3 frame gen after this. So now, let us get back to the game. So now we got DLSS on. Still does have some frame time skips though. Could just be mostly because of recording, but I'm pretty sure when I was on camera we still had some frame time stutters, so it's probably just the CPU just not being able to keep up with this game. Again, it's not making it completely unplayable by any means, but definitely not as enjoyable as the main PC, but this game has guns, so I was going to play it on the main PC anyway, so that kind of works out great. I usually use the TV PC just for, single player-esque games, where the CPU doesn't really matter that awful much. But in this one, it seems to actually matter quite a bit. Alright, so now, let's try some frame gen out. Alright, let's go check out the graphics. Now I'm just using the keyboard I use for picking stuff out on YouTube and trying to select what game I want and whatnot, so I'm probably going to play like shit. Alright, it's frame gen time. Like I said, the whole time I've been walking around with like a trackpad and whatnot, so I already know I'm going to do horrible and probably get killed by that creature once we get a little farther here, but we're going to do this frame gen cam recorded stuff first, or screen recorded stuff first, then move over to cam recorded. Alright, now let's go turn on the AMD solution. though. It didn't seem like it really worked on any of my NVIDIA stuff, but like I said, maybe that's because I did NVIDIA's frame gen first, and without backing out and whatnot, so it could be user error, but sure doesn't seem to work for me. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's get ourselves back over to that wall, and then we'll go move over to a little camera. Alright, it's camera time. Alright, let's get ourselves some camera recording gameplay. I'm just using that little keyboard I usually use just for like surfing YouTube and getting a game started and whatnot, so I probably will die when that random creature attacks me, but we shall see. I at least have some practice with trackpad aiming with a Steam Deck, so we'll see. It definitely seems to be doing better now that it's not recording. Still not as good as the 13900KF PC though. That one definitely wins in this game. Alright, yeah, not that easy to aim. There we go.
Team, I'm on my second lap here. I'm going blind. They're en route, but we lost contact.
Falcon 3, investigate the scientist bunker.
Ooh. Yeah, but it still has a little stutter every now and again, so I think the 13900KF had one little stutter here and there, but nothing like that. So that one is definitely the smoothest, I would say. Not like this in the secondary computer unplayable, but they definitely had a few extra stutters that the main PC did not. Alright, let's equip this.
Falcon 3, we've got a breach at the Dugal. The bunker's off. Another ground team is on the way. Sal, I still don't have any maps. Stick to the perimeter. Avoid going in. I'll contact the sphere.
Oh shit, there it is. Yeah, the game definitely looks pretty decent. But I wouldn't say it looks good enough for how it runs. But that seems to be the usual nowadays. But at least it's not super ultra stuttery or anything like that, so that's at least good. It does have some frame time skips every now and again, but it's not a stuttery mess like some other games. I have found sausage. And a bandage. Speaking of that, I should probably use that right now. Yeah, that little storage shed's seen better days. Huh. That almost looks like you could open it. Alright, now. Maybe you can shoot it open or something, but nah.
Barrier 1 to checkpoint south.
Yep. This part's probably gonna get me killed when I play for real a lot, but I think this is where we're gonna wrap this video up. So let's go do just that. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, and it definitely ran a little bit worse on here than the main computer. More stutters and way less frame. I think it has built-in ray tracing, and that's one of the places where the Intel PC comes out on top very often is when you throw ray tracing into the mix. Now I can't, confirm on the 7800X3 how that would act, because that thing has an AMD GPU and it usually doesn't do very good with it, but it didn't do too awful in this game. Just not quite as good as a 4090. And keep in mind, that's only doing ultra-wide, not 4K, so it had an easier resolution to do as well. But everything was still more than playable. I was just hoping it'd be a little bit easier to run for how it looked. It doesn't look bad. It definitely doesn't look like the kind of thing where it should run like, I don't know, as bad as it does. I figured I'd be able to hit 60 FPS with the badass computers, at least without any upscaling. I can get close, but not quite. Gotta use a little upscaling still, but seems like that's just the way it is with games now. But hey, I've come around a little bit. It's not that bad. FSR is not the greatest, but it's not the end of the world. But anyway, that is all I got for this particular video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.